as I said, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake are the talk of the land right now. I want to find a way to tie it into NBA terms. I had a fun time doing it. So presenting to y'all my NBA comps. J. Cole in NBA terms right now is to me are the Celtics, and let me explain.
Okay.
They are the team that put up a lot of numbers, and people view them as a top tier team. People believe that they should be one of the best, if not the best, right now. But they don't always deliver as you would like them to, as you've seen in past years. Also, as we've seen a couple of times, jokingly, people have talked about how they've been put to sleep a couple of times, and all that. In that regard, that's one way to look at it. Another way we've seen a couple of times, people have joked about Jason Tatum. I was texting Kobe after the game. I got you today. And J. Cole and Jason Tatum let down Kobe. J. Cole let down Nas. You see where I'm going here? So I think that the Celtics right now are the NBA's version of J. Cole. We'll see if they deliver this time, and instead of apologizing, they follow through and get the job done as we hope. But we've seen in the past where they had the chance to deliver and be the cemented as a top dog and haven't quite executed as we hope. So in NBA terms, J. Cole right now is the Boston Celtics. Going on from there on the
hold on. One, I like the analogy. What if it was just one player from the Celtics? Who would you pick?
I guess it would be Jason Tatum then, if that's the case.
That's what I was thinking.
A guy who we all view as top tier, a guy that should be elite, a guy that should be the face of the game right now, but for whatever reason, keeps getting passed up by other folks or isn't quite viewed as highly as he should. So, yeah, I think Jason Tatum is a good comp for J. Cole.
You know why it's a great comp, too? Because I think just last year he was saying, like, Giannis is the greatest player in the league. And then this year he got interviewed. He's like, I think I'm the best. Then this year he was like, I think I'm the best. So now you got Cole saying, I think I'm the big three, like we started the league, and then he's apologizing now. So
Jason, don't grow that hair out. keep that line as you have it. Don't play around and go full J. Cole. Keep it right where it is.
Of course, they got the light skin connection too. So.
But I think the Celtics are the NBA's J. Cole right now, and we'll continue to add on to that. The NBA's version of Kendrick right now, on the flip side, I think is clearly the Denver Nuggets, right?
Is that Jokic?
Yeah, Jokic. And don't miss Jokic right now. He's kind of on a roll. You know what? Don't say his name. Leave him alone. When he chooses, he knows when to step up. When he goes up against other top talent, he shows that he's still the top dog. Another pun on, whatever. But anyways,
I get you.
But yeah, Jokic shows that he clearly is ahead of everybody else. And people love his style. People keep trying to say, oh, maybe Embiid's better than him, and maybe somebody else is better than him. And he shows up and delivers when most needed to, as Kendrick does with his albums, as many folks believe. As you guys see, I have one of his behind me now, and I'm a big fan of his work. So as I'm a fan of Jokic and what he does as well. So thoughts on Jokic and Kendrick being a comparison in NBA right now?
That's a good one. It also made me think like J. Cole could be Embiid as well. But yeah, I think that's a good one because even just with that Embiid like comparison, like Jokic has always like showed up in those like Philly Denver matchups, and J. Cole or Embiid never does.
Right.
So I think that's a good comp because he is kind of, you call Kendrick the boogeyman right now.
Well, he's saying is one of his sayings, don't say the Candyman or whatever. So
I'll say it's slightly different only because like I don't think people really like NBA players. Some of these NBA players don't seem to like fear him like they should because he's clearly like shown to be the best player these last like few years. But it seems like still like he doesn't quite always get all the respect like that he should.
Sure.
And so maybe that is kind of like Kendrick as well too.
You go back and forth with Kendrick all the time. Sometimes they love him, sometimes they hate him. Sometimes he's the weird dude, whatever. It's like they can make up their mind. So yeah, I think that all matches up.
Sometimes they're trying to like go at To Pimp a Butterfly, even though that's been called one of the best albums of all time.
It's like the run we see Jokic doing is one of the greatest of all time. There's no denying that. Folks are going to try to say that it's not, but we see what it is. Same with Kendrick. We know what our ears are telling us, and that he really is one of the best. So yeah, I think Kendrick and the Nuggets are a good comp right now. And then going on from there, that would make Drake. To me,
I'm very interested in this.
There are teams that are a little bit higher up in the standings that could fly, but to me, I think it's too fitting for them to be the Lakers. To be the team that is top tier, but doesn't always execute at top tier. People debate if all his albums are classic or not. Lakers are top tier team potentially, but are sitting at 9 in the standings right now because they don't always show up for games and all of that. But you don't. They always think about flipping the switch, just like Drake might flip the switch on somebody and finally level up. I think that those two go hand in hand. So I can even pull out another stretch as someone who wanted to go to Drake's tour a couple of times. He didn't show up, and just another gripe. But you see, the Lakers sometimes don't show up when most called upon. But either way, yeah, I think Drake is the Lakers are NBA's version of Drake right now. You agree?
Yeah, there's been the Drake LeBron comps, of course, for years too. Just
of course,
with him kind of being at the top of the league, and then of course they get on the shop together and have that conversation where Drake sounded like he was his son or something. That was a strange one, but no, I think this is a decent comp as well too. I think with the news that we kind of got from Joe Budden that a nuclear song might be on the way.
Yeah, he might press that button. LeBron can press that button sometimes too.
That red button. That red button. Yeah. So if that's true, like it's a similar thing to where we've been talking about the Lakers, right? Like they're kind of banking on being able to flip the switch and turn it on. So maybe both of them, Drake is banking on, like I got this in my bag kind of thing. Maybe LeBron and the Lakers are thinking the same thing with the playoff run.
Hopefully they both actually deliver. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I thought that was very fitting. So fun stuff with those three. I have J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. Those are the main ones. I wanted a fourth one because they kind of riled up everybody to lead to this moment anyways. And my version, also, we have Metro and Future that are in this mix right now as well. So there's a third. Kind of instigators, the ones who
Patrick Beverly.
Even beyond instigation, these two are viewed as a dynamic duo. They're on a great run right now. Some people say that they're the best right now, but some folks are saying it's a hot moment and will be past when the summertime comes, whatever the case may be. So there's two options. I'll let you pick. On one side, they could be Kawhi and PG, two guys who people view Future and say people always talk about Future being the GOAT, and people can get better deeper about that. People say Paul George is the GOAT. Sometimes we've seen kids say that, regardless of what the stats may fully say, and all of that. And then Kawhi at times has shown he has been top tier, but hasn't always delivered as we would have hoped. But we know what his talent can be. And Metro has always shown himself to be elite as well. Trying to stretch for a tie there, but just saying we see how that can mesh. The other one I was going to mention, another squad who somewhat instigators, somewhat has to our point about Future kind of flipping on Drake right now. So you kind of see someone going that was partnered with Drake or someone partnered with LeBron before. Now on the other side, we got Kyrie and Luka. You got those two as well, as those two are putting together things right now. They got good chemistry and are playing well and could be a real threat to a lot of these top squads, the same way that Metro and Future are on the run they are right now, and could end up surprising some folks as they're on the run that they are. So your choice. Are they more Clippers or are they more Mavs?
I see both those comparisons. I kind of like how you talked about, like, some people view Paul George as the GOAT because some people view Future as the GOAT too. And you can make an argument, like, with the discography and the production over the years, but most people wouldn't say, like, most hip hop heads probably wouldn't say that, but you can make the argument. So, like, that's a good comparison with PG there. I don't know if I see Kawhi with
I say it was a stretch. Gotta make things fit sometimes.
I see these. I'll raise you with another one. There's off the top of my head. I can kind of see Draymond and Steph here.
Go ahead.
I think Draymond's a ceiling raiser, and that's how I feel about Metro. Like, just Metro on his own, he makes a great beat. He's still probably a solid player, but he needs kind of the artist with him to elevate those beats, which are already great. So having that with Future, who is talked about like one of the greats and meshes perfectly well with his game. They have the great symmetry when they play together. I think that's a good comparison with them too. Like, they can each do their thing, especially Future on his own can, like, really do his thing. And we've seen Steph be able to do it. But together, I think they're a great combination. So I would go with Steph.
I'm not mad at that. We're doing this for fun. I ain't gonna argue with you. All those work. We'll just see what fans have to say about that. But I want to throw that out there in the midst of all this beef going on. I thought it'd be funny to try to tie into NBA in some kind of way. So we'll see how that plays. Do you have a winner in this fight? Who you leaning for, both in the NBA and in the rap beef? Which way are you leaning towards?
I guess so we got Celtics, Lakers, Nuggets and Warriors.
Technically, the Celtics are out in that comp, but for NBA terms, they're still in it. So yeah, your call on that one.
I mean, if we do it a 1-for-1, I think the Nuggets are going to win. So I think Kendrick.
Here we go again.
I mean, apparently, like we said, apparently Drake's got a song on the way, but he also said Kendrick's got one on the way too. So the red button might be coming, but he might have the final say, kind of how Push did. So it might just go that way. It might go, what's it called? Yeah. If the Lakers are Drake, they might make that run to the Western Conference Finals again, but top dog gets that final say. So I can see that happening for sure.
I think I roll the same way, but either way, I just want to see good matchups. I want to see everybody put their best foot forward. I guess mine's the one that bowed out in rap terms, but on the NBA side, everybody show up and execute as they need to, and I hope we get a very fun playoffs. And on this side, I hope we get safe, fun, clean. I don't know about clean, but I hope the rap beef stays just music, and looking forward to all this on the way, and we'll see what tracks are on the way shortly. So yeah, this is a fun thing I want to throw out there for you and see what to say, and very excited to see what fans have to say about that as well. So good stuff with that. More fun content for you guys coming each week on LA Sports Report. Make sure to subscribe to the show for those watching right now.